Amazon making a big deal in the self-driving car space. Deirdre Bose has got the latest details on this deal. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Melissa, it's not its first either. I'll get to that in a minute. But the price that Amazon paid was north of $1 billion, making it one of Amazon's biggest deals. And opportunistic. Zoox was last valued in the private markets at $3.2 billion. Now, aside from Amazon's monster $14 billion purchase of Whole Foods in 2017, Amazon has shelled out $1 billion or close to $1 billion for companies only a few times. That includes Zappos, PillPack, Ring, and Twitch. You can see the timeline here. Now, the big question is, of course, what does Amazon want to do with a self-driving startup? Well, Zoox's technology fits into Amazon's years-long push into robotics, adding to a fleet that already consists of drones, warehouse robots, and mini delivery vehicles. Now, another somewhat farther fetched theory is that Amazon could actually develop its own autonomous ride-hailing fleet, and that would pit it against Alphabet's Waymo and Uber and Lyft at a time when those ride-sharing companies are scaling back on autonomous vehicle spending amid the pandemic. Last year, Amazon invested in another self-driving car company, Aurora, and electric truck venture Rivian, perhaps making that theory not so far-fetched. Lastly, guys, got a note. The deal got the attention of Elon Musk, who tweeted today, "Jeff Bezos is a copycat emoji. Haha."
I liked his use of the emoji, Deirdre. I thought that really sold the tweet. Deirdre, thank you. Deirdre Bose. Speaking of Amazon, SunTrust raising its price target on the tech giant to a street high of $3,400. The firm believing that COVID was a catalyst for an even faster transition to e-commerce, and that Amazon is in a strong position to retain new customers who flocked to the platform during the pandemic. When I heard about the Zoox news, I immediately thought, BK, about the Rivian investment and the fact that they're trying to develop their own transportation hubs, and that they could maybe cut down on lots of labor costs if they can make their whole fleet self-driving in some way, particularly long haul.
That's 100% what I originally thought as well as soon as I heard this news, is that they're going to try to cut out that labor force. Now, Bezos has said they need to be making billion-dollar bets. This is one of those billion-dollar bets. They're a big company. But for $1 billion, they could save an awful lot of money if they could actually turn their delivery fleet into autonomous vehicles. You know, as for Amazon and the SunTrust 3400, I would consider COVID to be the great Amazon stimulus act. I mean, everybody's been ordering off them. You can't even get same-day delivery in some places anymore because they're so busy. So, you know, if there's going to be a second wave as we go through this, it probably, I don't know, unfortunately, sadly, because we're having a second wave, benefits Amazon. And this is just something that you look at, this acquisition that you look at and say, hey, that's going to be something for the future.
Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the SunTrust note was interesting in that, you know, it obviously highlighted the trend to e-commerce, but they said 20% of the people that they interviewed actually hadn't purchased a physical good online before. I don't know necessarily where they found those people, but very interesting nonetheless. And they also said that it seems like those people are willing to continue to spend on Amazon and maybe even increase that spend. So there's a stickiness there of new customer acquisition. And I also thought about Rivian. It seems like there's some production synergies between Rivian and Zoox. So look, for me, I don't think it's going to do anything incremental to the stock in the near term, but over the long term, I think it just shows that they're continuing to invest in areas where they want to be at the forefront and where the trends are really powerful. So I still like the stock here. I wouldn't bet against it.